Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Frozen, and today we'll be doing some more SpellRogue. Now, I'm still messing around with different builds and different ideas. We're on Descent 11. Now we're going to be trying out some of the other stuff that I haven't done before. And I think we're going to go this route because this also gives some really good setup into stuff that I enjoy. And I'm thinking of just like, with rerolls and stuff, like, is there something else I can get like more out of it? I think we're just gonna go with this though. It's kind of a basic thing. Like, this is kind of cool if you get lots of rerolls, but I don't think we really do, and I don't think it's very great. This is kind of interesting for like really cool build setups, but let's just go with the duality disc. It's something I can always give away as well. Now, Descent 11 makes us lose a spell slot to start with, so we're in much difficultness with this. So, random enemy gaining 30 block every second turn is fine. I think we can probably look to outscale most things. I think it's a good idea. Every second turn, all enemies gain Undying is a terrible thing for one particular boss fight, so we're going to ignore that. With our build idea, I think we can go with a Condemnation with this, and I think that should be fine. And when entering the portal, lose one spell is also pretty good. That way we can gain a spell and gain the max life immediately. And we're going to go with this sort of setup to begin with then. And a Sleet Sky to give me the immediate output in DPS gain. I think we should take that. In case Azora is really good as defensive options, plus like its dice storage, which gives you really good dice economy. But to be honest, having this immediately picked up as something that I can just kind of like set up and start gaining attack over time is way too good for me. I think. At least in my opinion, right? In my opinion. Do we have a late game shot? We have a medium game shot, which I think is pretty good to go for, especially if we're going at this route anyway. Do you want to go double event on the way? Not really. I think we go double fight and see how we do. So, our offense is sorted. We don't need to worry about that. We just need like good setup defense, one attack, and then like long-term defense, right? That's the plan here. So that's what we're going to try and figure out if at all possible. A 6, which was terrible. I guess it's worth just defending. Love this lands on this for the defense gain. I guess we're rolling a 3 here. To 2. Got to love the annoyance straight away that I get. It is funny. I just don't get to play, apparently. It is generally the curse that is causing problems here. 2 5s, nice. We get a turn to set up a little bit. That is good. We can do that, just deal damage. Two 3s, but we really need to defense anyway, so... Ooh, 3 3s. Get defense there. I think we just get more defense. We'll worry about attacking later. Because this should get enough defense when we roll all our die to kind of do stuff anyway. And 1 4, and I think we're good. And behold the power of the Sleet Sky getting the Hailstorm going. It's a really good setup build. All enemies, that is actually a pretty good attack and is good setup for once we do get going, in my opinion. Yes, I'm going to pick that up. It's a little bit more annoying to deal with, but I'd rather have this dealing damage to everything, so I can just one-shot them all rather than anything else. Plus, it also means that my Fury is a bit more useful as such. So, like, here, I could just save it until I deal damage, and I do the damage here as well, so we got a really good setup immediately here. Into a 6, which I can't really do much with, so it just goes into defense for next turn, I guess. Bit disappointing on that. Well, I guess we're just defending. And doing that again. Setting this up to get more defense and pop this in here. I could use it again and again, but... That's it. You turn that one into another one. 6. Gotta love them. Gain defense. I think we do this immediately just because it's going to wipe the board a little bit and they can still defend, so we should still be good. And then I think we just put this in here now, just in case. Okay, cool. We'll do this, gain some defense out of it. Roll that into a 6. Cool. Same again, into a 4, which I can't defend with, so it goes into the attack. I think we should be pretty good. We just need to make sure we have enough defense stuff and stuff like that as well, right? That's kind of cool. Wouldn't mind that. The Replenish Azure allows me to roll small value stuff, which is actually kind of ideal for the build we want to end up going for as well. Just because we're having, like, the more rolls we have, the better off we're going to be. Like, this also would work really well in that sort of build, and then we just give it the rain effect, and then we'll be laughing. But I think the Replenish is better. I need some way to put it into the build yet, which we can do immediately after this. So let's shove that in. Replenish goes in, just because this helps out set up when I get low value die like the ones and stuff. Now, do I go shop here and try and force something a little bit? If I am, we can sell this for 10 and maybe something else to get some like really good stuff. Or do we go here and not worry about the shop for the moment? Like, what am I going to get from the shop that could be good? Quite a lot, actually. Interesting. Primer was interesting as well. The Tether Azure actually is slightly better than the one I currently have because it deals damage at the end of every turn. So that's also pretty good. And it also will allow me to hold on to die. So good choice made. I'll take the potion there. Crushing Wave versus Tether Azure. We go Tether Azure. Anything else in here that we kind of want? Wavekeeper could be interesting. The Stellar Ward is also pretty interesting, but I think that is fine. We could go maybe for the Lifesteal Potion, but no. This would be pretty interesting to have, but I don't really have the buying power to have it, so we'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. The main thing for me on this is the fact that this buffs one of these two every single time, which is kind of cool. The one can immediately just go here, and I just get full rerolls out of it for no worry. And then that and that just goes there, and then in you go. Oh, does that keep? Oh, that's so cool as well. That keeps the cryogenesis buff as well. That's brilliant. So you roll that into a 6, roll that as well into a 2. So the 6 goes in here, and so does the 5, so we can defend. This 2 goes in here, and then we put both of those in there. Could not have done that, but I'm like, eh. Ooh, a 4, a 6. Well, 6 goes there. I think 2 4s can go in this for now. And then this and this only take 1 damage. That's kind of a bit of a stinker, that going in there, but we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Let's roll this. See what happens. Ooh, a 4. Delightful. Technically, this doesn't actually harm my defense gain or my defense loss, so it is kind of okay to do. Right? Which sounds really dumb, but I'll put that in there. Two sixes. I'll roll this first, rolls into a 2, roll this one, into a 6, which is not great, but we'll deal with it. That 2 gets its buff, that and that go in there, this goes in here, and then we deal damage. Yeah, so scaling enemies are a bit of an issue. I mean, you already know that, but like that's always going to happen anyway. There's really not much we can do about it. That can go in there. Oh, it's taking 8 damage. I'm not willing to do that, actually. 6, there we go. Okay. One can roll first, roll the 2, get a 6, that's not great for what we want. I mean, I could just accept damage here, actually, just to get this going. I probably should do this as well, just because that helps set up. The main thing is getting the Hailstorm, like, going quite well. And we take 18 damage. Which, the main thing is the Primordial Blaze rubbish that ends up coming along with this, so... Not great. Go in there, do that. That gives defense, that also will give defense, then both those go in there, that gives net simple defense, and then do this. I generally had enough damage there to do that. Okay. What are we doing here? I can take 4 damage to do nothing, really, but I think that's just a terrible idea. I think I just maybe use a block potion, maybe? We need to do that. Maybe set this up to at least get whatever I want out. Take 8. No, we don't take 8. Use a block potion. Use a block potion. We should be good this turn anyway. We shouldn't have to worry. But I still want to keep the die around. You can set up on this and then pass turn. And then any attack is good. Any attack is good. So yeah, more dice rolling stuff is what we'll need. Just so we can kind of scale the power or the fury a bit more. I think that is going to be a really good thing. Cold Snap. Interesting. But I need rain stuff. That would be better. I don't have a shop anymore, right? No. Rerolling could cause problems, though. I still think we do it. And that's not bad. This, though, is probably the best one I probably can have. Just because, like, I can dump this in it and get 4 rolls, and if I turn around and apply the Sleet Sky, then, yeah, we're actually laughing on that front as well. Take 10 damage to gain gold, lose replenish to gain a lifeblood vessel. No, I think we just take the 10 damage here. And we got gold. Bit of a shame, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay. Well. Roll the 1 first. Get a 2. Roll 2 can go in there. That 2 can go in there. And roll this 2 around. Get a 6 out of it. I'm gonna roll this 3, see what happens. We get a 4. That can go there and give me more defense. That can go in... No. Put the 4 in here for now. And put the 2 in there. That's really good. Okay. That's a 4. That's not great, but okay. That's a 5, which just gives me defense. And that's a 2. Nice thing is, like, this does damage to everything, so it's not all that bad. The lacerate on this is actually kind of a terrible idea if we go for it, but I still need to do this and this, because that's just a very good idea. Roll that into a 3. To a 5. We're going to work our way through this. One way or another, we're going to work our way through this. Gotta love it. Ah, nice. And the XS2 goes in there. Well. I think that's a kill. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. I think this is kind of one of those ones where I'm kind of like stuck in a bit of no man's land. No, this seems to be advertising quite well to me, although I think the Water Lotus is slightly better for like the user wanted the users to get extra dice, so we'll put that in for now. Do we want the healing here? No, that's a bit too much. Let's just choose to gain them another spell. So you get something more flexible. Submerge is interesting. This is kind of what I would like, in a way. And then go like a grass flow on top of that as well, because it also rerolls stuff also. I think I'm going to pick it up because it does take it out of the pool for it to be in the build as such. And if I get a lot of spells that just re-roll stuff anyway and generate more stuff and give me defense simultaneously, we're in a good spot. So, that's a 4. Roll again. That is also a 4. That is brilliant. So that and that goes straight into there. Then we put this into there, just set up some defense, and we laugh. Not my 5. Roll this first. Okay. So this is where we're stuck in a bit of no man's land. So we're going to do this and split this dice first. We get a 5. Cool. So roll 2 odds. Really game. I swear this game is just laughing every single time I ever do this sort of stuff. Another 5. Okay. I think we do this, do that, put the 6 in there for now for defense, put that in there. Like, do I roll the 1? Got the 2. I can't go anywhere, so that goes in there, and that's done. Get a kill on one of them, the other one still attacks me, but we should defend and we should be good. Let's roll this first, a 5, brilliant. 2 3s, which 1 3 in there, 1 3 in there. Roll this into another 3. Doesn't give me all the defense back, but does do neutral, so it's still good to do. Roll that. Get a 5 and do the same again. Put that in there so you get more defense out of it. And then, yeah. It's neutral because of the fact we also get the delay block for the next turn, so it's kind of why I'm still using that still. Do this immediately. 2 5s. Well, you're not attacking me, so thank you for that, my friend. I think 6s are the only ones that I just don't need to worry about. Right? Like, 6s are the only thing that I just generally do not care. 2 3s, nice. Roll that. Another 3. Wow, that goes there. This goes in here. Roll this. To a 2, which you can't use anyway. So that goes there, that goes there. I think just being able to deal with these ads like that is so useful. 2. A 3. No. Don't be silly there. I was about to be silly. And we're good. We are good to the go. Nothing to worry about. That was a good fight. I feel strong. Which is a first. What's my rare spell? Okay, I had the Storm. Probably slightly better than what we currently have. Just because I can do more stuff rather than the Sleet Sky, although it is very particular to get this off as such, and I don't really need anything else from this. Although, yeah, I think it's still good, but it's not really what I need. Let's have a look at what we can get from here first. Never mind. Never mind. Instant take, instant proc. Don't need this anymore. That's gone. And carry on. Oh, yeah, I need to give something up. Gosh, there you go. You're gone. Forgot why I was not meant to do that. Take 30 damage, no. Every second turn, no. When casting, that's fine. We're not really using this. Enemies start with that. No, enemies start with that is fine. During battle, normal battles, enemies get 1. Lose 21 max life. Gain that. Don't really care about that. Gain 6 max life back. Or can we get better stuff? See, this would be really cool, but it's just like, what would I end up using it on? Like, it sits there with Mana Reservoir, and it's like it's taking up way too much for me. So I don't plan to disable them or anything else, so yeah, I think this is fine. So I can deal with this, that doesn't make a difference. I can deal with this in a way. This is fine, doesn't really affect me. This is really big, taking a lot of health loss, but I'm actually only taking 15 max life loss, so yeah, I can deal with that. Do we do early game shop? I can't do anything else, and then we go down mid. I think then we go into this to take this into there. Yeah. Early shop it is. What have we got in here? Glaciate is slightly better on the thing that I want. So I think that is worth picking up. So we change out the shifting shape for the Glaciate. And then we just get artifacts. See what else we can get. Resonate spells. Every second turn split random die. For every 3 5s I'll gain a concoction. That could be pretty good actually. All the amulets. Splitting a die. More die is more useful, but it could really ruin me as well. But it does keep me low costs as well, so it means like 6s and stuff probably aren't that bad. And splitting 1s is also pretty good as well. Right? 2 1s, just go straight in there. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to keep this because removing all afflictions might actually save me in a fight. And let us continue on. Unless you want to dischannel those. How much is that? No, because that still could be useful. No, it won't be useful anymore. That's 15, 15, 30, 30, 10, 70. Not enough for 100, so we'll leave it. And I guess we're going to the left. I like this build already. Like, I think we got a good start. I'm not denying that, right? We got given a good start. 2 1s immediately go straight into here. 6s I just can't use, apparently. So that's kind of grand. Let's use this just to make sure we can maybe do something with it. A 1 is more useful to me. I must say, a 1 is more useful to me. One and a 1. This 2 gets rerolled into a 5. Immediately use it in here. Put that in there. Roll this one to a 4. Brilliant. Roll that. 6 is terrible. Use that there. 4. Use that. Use that. Use that in there, and we're done. Hey, we got good defense. I mean, this build is set up, right? We all agree on that. Like, despite what it is, like, once I'm set up, I'm actually pretty stable. So there isn't really much I need to worry about as such, right? Oh, I forgot one there. And this only does damage once, so it's not like I have to worry about taking repeat stuff anyway, and I take it at the end of the turn, so we have ways to get around it. Ice Ward. I do like an Ice Ward. This is kind of interesting. The Prescience also is kind of interesting. I think we go Ice Ward just because the fact that it kind of also gives me a way to get decent armor if we ever need it. And it probably fits into this build currently a little bit better than most of the stuff. So have small armor gain. So, yeah. I need to get another shard if we can. I will lose max life for the shard rather than gaining this, although the Foresight could be really useful, but no. The shard here is more useful to set that up, put the Ice Ward in. So we have a much better way to kind of get some other defense. Is Ice Ward better? Yeah. It's cheaper than this, so. The other thing is, like, do I just go into this and then try and get this to happen? But I think that's a little bit too much. A Mana Reservoir needs the upgrade before it can be useful. With the Ritual, what do we get? Reroll the lowest die. Interesting. Lathful is very interesting as well. I think the Realm Warp, just for reroll 1, 4, and 6 lowest die, is kind of really good for what we're trying to do as well. Yeah, let's do that. And face the elite. I think there's only one elite I'm probably scared of here, which is the Djinn, which we did not get, thankfully. Yeah, it's like this is the reason why that I can at least then use 6s now, so it's somewhat good. Roll this. Put that in there. Get more defense out of it. Get another 1. Roll it. Into a 2. Roll that. Into a 6, which goes into there, and then that goes into maybe doing some damage. So, set that up first, get some extra die. The cast just re-roll all that stuff anyway, so let's maybe try and get some good stuff out of it first. Defend, defend, defend. 2 1s. Roll to a 2. Roll to a 6 I can't use. Give me that then. It's a lot of damage you're going to be taking otherwise. Gotta put that in there. Now, do we just roll these? Or do I just... Cool. Minimize damage a little bit. Okay. 1 and a 1. Roll that. Nice. Roll that. Okay. That's ideal. And then... yeah, I can say the potion. Cool. Upgrading the Eye of the Storm really would help set everything up, right? I don't know why I put all those in there. I actually need to roll stuff, so... 5. Good. Right. A 1. It's okay. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Pick that up. Anything interesting here? Rainfall is kind of interesting. Inundate is kind of interesting. It doesn't really work for any of the builds I have. I do not have a shop coming up, do I? No. So we can take some rerolls here, I think. Actually, do we need to? What else would I want in this build? I don't think I need anything in particular, right? I know I roll quite a lot, and I think it's kind of like I'm just looking for that perfect thing. Like Hydro Grasp would be pretty good. Caesar is interesting, but doesn't really work with the build we have. Oh no, gaining block though, and holding die, and -1 to adjacent spells. Not really what I want, although it is probably the best one. Hydro Clasp though is kind of the other side of this, in a way. Plus it works with all the odd stuff that I'm having trouble with, like the 5s, and I can't use anything else. Right? Also just the 1 thing, which I kind of want it to do anyway, and then 2s go in here, and 3s then go back into Hydro Clasp. And it... oh, it rerolls the lowest die though, that's my only problem with that. No, sorry, in case it's all then. Now. Do I put anything in this? Does mean I can hold them to 6s a lot better and they're more useful. My immediate defense worry is spending high cost die when we have lots of them. It's like doing that. right? And I still can't play 6s anyway. Being able to hold anything I think is more useful, so I can hold stuff like next turn. Ooh, an early die I can keep hold of as well. Weak battle, that's pretty good. Spell choice is interesting. I think we just take the Cube of Darkness here. If it's odd, I can reroll it, and if not, it's always going to deal chip damage, plus it's an extra die. It doesn't roll itself every turn, but it's still, like, pretty useful to have an extra die that I can just have in my back pocket when I need it. Now, these guys. So yeah, basic now, I've got an extra 5 just, like, stuck around in my back pocket whenever I do need it. So it's kind of somewhat useful. Let's put that in there. Put that in there so we can roll it. Do that again. Another 5, which is actually kind of useful. Do that as well. Another 5. That rolls 2 die back, so... There we go. There we go. So yeah, nice thing is like keeping hold of 5s, I can just do that. And use them really well, although we should do this first. I have then a good amount of them to mess around with. And a 5, and a 5, and a 5. Probably should have kept more of the 5s, to be honest, there. Ooh, another one. Hit you on that. Hit you on that. It goes in there. A 2 and a 5. Yeah, I don't know what I trade out, really, in this sort of build, you know? And, like, I'm pretty, like, stable as far as, like, everything I want to do goes. So it's kind of like, what am I really trading into, kind of thing, right? Some way to maybe gain more defense quicker is probably the other option. This is probably slightly better. It's rolling odds, which helps out the build. I can go, we don't need that. I think the grass flow here, I think it's just, it is the better choice. I'm gonna gain max life, because again, I don't know what I want yet. And I think I just need like really very rare, like an upgrade on this would be kind of cool, but I don't think I can really use it that well to get what I want. And then because I have this anyway, it's like, yeah. I mean, the good news is like, I do, like, constantly gain at least, 1 hailstorm every turn, right? Guaranteed. Every turn I always gain 1 hailstorm. Nothing they can do about that. Roll this. To a 1. Roll again. To a 2. Roll again. To a 3. To a 2. Roll this to a 4. We are defended, so that's fine. Although this gives better block for next turn. And then I guess we'll set up some offense. Not bad. No 5s to mess around with, so we're not worried about that. We do have some 2s though, so we'll roll them. Roll this as well. 6, so like, that 5 goes in there. Use the 1, get another 6, so I guess 6, 6, and a 4. And I'm going to keep you around, and a 2 I can roll, a 3 I can't do much with, so yeah. Keep the 2, lose that. Reroll the 6 lowest die, but I don't want to do that yet. Ooh. Enchant that, roll that, do it again, to a 5, keep the 5 around, keep the 4 around, and try and roll that higher. We did not, do it again. We did, so defend, defend, and defend. Put that in there then, and pass turn. I like how this is doing 6 damage and it's just there for when I maybe need a die. Well. That was not very nice, friend. Two 5s, nice. Hold on. Roll again. 2 4s. Keep the 6 in there, set the defense up. Keep that in there, more defense. Pass 3. Now I should theoretically get enough to one-shot both of these as well. Like eventually. I think just quicker scaling on this would be a lot better. No 1. So 6 I can't use, so 6 and 6 and 6. That 6 months will go in there, because I can't do anything else with it. I don't need to get more defense, so... more damage is on the list. I will admit, just gaining as much as I do with the Hailstorm in this build is just like, just completely won me over. That, and that. Guess the 6 goes in there, roll the 1, another 6 goes in there, roll that. To a 3, defend, and there we go. Just wipe the floor with everything. And that should be a win. If I play this correctly. Nice. I didn't think you can lose by that way, but you never know. I do forget they have the rerolls at the top there as well. Because I can roll an extra die as well, so... it's funny. It's a funny build. Okay. Increase by 1 per defense. Interesting, but not what we want. Toxic knowledge is kind of cool, right? Double the fury on that. No, like this just... Toxic knowledge does kind of fit in with the builds, but it's like I'm a fury game build. I don't think any of these are actually worth it, except maybe the frost core, but like I get through hailstorm, so it's like irrelevant. Let's see what we get for these artifacts. Ooh, that or the plus is extra die just hanging around, which causes this to cast is pretty good again as well. Plus I get to reroll them if I need to. Yeah, let's take them. Let's reroll these, see what else we get. Nothing good by the looks of it. Other ones I can use here, I think the Indomitable Form is slightly better, just because if I do need a fight where I need immediate defense, like, this is really good to have. So, yeah. Grassfire wants to keep Crushing Waves gone because it's Telerazor. And let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, we need to get something else. So Shifting Shape is now gone. That's going to ruin me, so we don't want that. Each turn, that is also terrible for me. Receive a Sap Trap. It's not great. Destroy something like around 12th die roll. I roll a lot of die. That's not great either. I think this is a reroll. Just because I can't get much out of them. I mean, that's kind of fine. But all enemies would really hurt me. So I at least take like stupid amounts of damage for each time it happens. So yeah. When losing health for an enemy attack, also receive Vex. That's kind of fine, I think. Elite Start with 3 extra is also fine. Dark Star is not useful, but I will pick it up. And I do want to go for extra life. The MLA is kind of irrelevant, isn't it, if I pick it up? Ritual Cast, receive a fumble the next turn. I think we can lose a spell and give something the Pyro stuff so we can gain 18 max life, just so we got life to spare and stuff. I'm taking the Dark Star because the auto cast is already on it. It's already got the, if I get the infinite on it as well and I can duplicate it, I can just win the game with it after one attack at the end of a turn. So there is a combo here I'm playing for, right? I guess the Mana Reservoir is kind of irrelevant now, because I'd rather use this completely, so we'll use that. And let's continue to the event. Every 16 dice roll, destroy a die. That is quite a lot, and it is good for a shard. It's good for a shard. I can't take that. Like, can I? It's gonna ruin me because it'll ruin one of these die, and I kind of like to keep them. I'm gonna hate myself for that later. I don't know if it's the right decision or not, but I think it's my best outcome. I would like to go to the events if I can, but I have to go to that basically the higher boss if we want to do that, and I get no shop or no elite. So we're going to go to this shop and go this route instead, which means you don't get to duplicate Darkstar. So that plan's gone out the window. It was always worth a try, you never know, right? You never know. Okay. So, getting a good amount of defense, doing enough attack, usual stuff, problems. It's the usual stuff. Oh, the stupid thing again is happening as well with the MLA. That's not good, I guess. No, except I'm going to take some damage here. Okay, so that stays around, so that's a bit of an issue if it stays on that, but okay. That auto casted anyway, so that's fine. I think we just chuck this in there, just so we can get extra die. 2 1s is fine. More defense. it's doing 25 damage. $33 damage. $35, so takes that guy out and that guy out, and then we take damage back to it equal to whatever. So, yeah, because it's fine. It is fine. A 6 in there. Another 6 in there. I think we're good, right? That's a kill on both. Cool. That could have been a fight that was dangerous for me, I think. I wish they fixed that bug. That's very annoying. The whole Fury and Emulate debacle, you know. Undertow is interesting. I like it. Actually pretty useful. I'll pick it up. It'll be around. It's there. It exists. Let's see what other random BS I can come up with this stupid Emulate thing. Yeah, this guy is going to ruin my day with, yeah, immediately supplying Force of Suppression. Great, just what I wanted, you know? At least we can get rid of it with this, because that's going to be somewhat useful. Let's roll that. To a 5, that's really good. Roll that one. To a 6, can't do much with that. Do I just, like, not get that many die now at the start, or... I think we just need to do this. I hate the fact I had to do that, but I think I have to. Just my first turn is so bad, but I'm lucky I got the extra die to kind of like work around it. That's a 5, that's really good. Put that in there. Do that as well. Roll that 2. Roll that one in here, I guess. Then that and that. Let's roll more die. Four can go in there. Roll this. Setting that up to be played next turn. Roll this. You have to accept some hits here, I think. Just to clear up that broken. Okay. Now we go a bit ham. Now we can go ham. And that was really a horrible start, though, I will admit that. A5, that. In there, roll that. Roll that. Probably should get the 5 there, actually, but... yeah. 22. Let's cast and reroll all of them. Just because I think it's going to give me a lot more damage output, and maybe I can like overburst it a little bit. It's got no 5 though now, which is a bit of a problem, but we can work around that again. Is it really doing the same thing again? Put that in there because I should get rerolls out of it. Put that in there and that in there, and it's enough damage to get the kills, so good. Okay. We're getting past this stuff. We are getting past this stuff, I will admit. It's a very weird run, I will admit. It's, ooh. So, Rhyme Hill is very good. It's better than the Undertow. Get rid of Dark Star, it's not working for me anymore. Yeah, we just get those rewards. The potions I have are still the best at the moment. Anything here? No, nothing that I really need. Just getting an artifact here. See what else we get. For a spell, dealing damage gets +4. 10th spell cast, dealing damage. We don't do that. Every second one is rerolled. That is not good for us. So we'll just take the Wolf Claw. Gain 2 Hailstorm or roll 1 die. That does give me a good setup. Like immediately just jump straight into the building of it, which helps accelerate the whole stuff. I guess we're just gonna disenchant things here. I guess the Akashic Aqua is a little bit too late, so we'll worry about that later. Every 12 spells cast, 1 dice becomes icy. Start blocking 2 barrier, interesting. Every 10 spells cast, gain 4 fury. I think the icy is more useful just because it's extra free block, but I probably should reroll these. Guessing even better. 2 barrier is still 2 barrier, right? Like every single turn. There's 2 barrier at the start as well. And that could actually ruin it, because a random dice becomes icy, so I don't really want that. This, gaining an extra bit of fury out of the stuff I play, is kind of cool. Now let's reroll. Take out on spells cast, gain 1 rain. Every 2 heal. Receive 1 rupture, gain power. I guess every 2 rolls is healing, so at least we got some form to deal with that. Still think keep him double null form. Rhyme Hail is really good. What's our boss? Actually, what's our boss? What's our boss? Okay, no, we want the AoE more than we want the Rhyme Hail, in my opinion. And this is the setup. Which means I have to sell at least 2 spells, right? 3 spells. We'll go Rhyme Hail. Yeah, discharge Rhyme Hail then. And I don't need this either if going that route. So yeah, and then we can get this potion after tossing this one away. And I think I'm good. I think we are good. Let's face off our elite. Like, Rhyme Hail is really good. If I was playing against just one boss, I might have changed my mind, but like stuff like this is kind of like where my AoE makes a massive difference, and I'm not going to give that up just because of some weirdness, right? Got that, see what we get. Get a 2 off that. Got a 2, got a 5, got that. No 5. So because I can't do much else with this 5, we'll put that in there and that in there. We'll roll this one, hope we get a higher one. We did. We can put that in there. Another 2 for more healing. Now, I think we set this up to gain some icy, and then put a 3 and a 3 in there, because I don't use 3s, and put this in there. It's got 55, that's insane. Oh no, it enchanted my 2. I guess we'll remove that immediately. Ooh, more 4s. Another 5 I can't do anything with. Roll this one then. Another 4. Roll this. To a 1. To a 5. It goes in there. Indeed. Well, 1s and 3s make no difference. The icy we will not need. I mean, we might need, but we can work around it. Okay. We can work around it. Oh, that split the Stygian die. That's brilliant. That goes in there. Have your 12 health, apparently. That in there as well. Roll this 3. Into a 4. Roll the 1. Roll the 2. Roll the 3. Roll the 1. And yeah, guess that. I'm not going there. End turn. Indeed. I think my main worry at the moment is like just... Is it my damage scaling? Is that the thing I'm worried about, or is it my defense? I think it's my defense, right? Like everything else is fine, except my defense, so... So like this, for instance, I actually take damage because of the fact that I just don't have enough. Lots of 5s. My brain is really trying to think how to keep up with most of this stuff, to be honest. And like what the best course of action is for me to be able to kind of like get the best output for all the stuff I'm doing. Without like taking too much damage on the back end of stuff. Because that's always the big issue, right? Is the fact that I do everything I've got and then I'm like taking a lot of damage behind the scenes. Okay. Roll that. Roll that. 2. Roll the 1. This and this can go in there. Put that in there. Again, I take 6 just because if I have to kill this thing first. Like, why couldn't it game me? You know? The good news is, at least I'm getting some extra value out of the stuff that I'm playing with, right? Like, the extra rerolls and stuff are actually kind of, like, give me extra life and stuff and things like that, so I'm not, like, kind of, like, stuck with just, like, not being able to do anything. And I am keep gaining power every turn, so we're not, like, in a bad spot. I mean, I'm complaining about a build that's actually really good, like... you know... I am complaining about a build that's actually really good, so it is understandable. Each turn, random dice becomes icy. That's kind of cool, but it's not really for the build. None of these are. We'll take the Frost Mantle, though, because it is like the coolest thing. I think scaling my ability to deal damage is more important here. We'll take the artifacts. I think I can get more value out of these than anything else. Repeat potion usage. That is actually really good for what we're about to do. So let's take that. Because it'll repeat this immediately and then we're good to scale. And we also got like a 10 weakness potion as well. I generally don't care. This fight is one of those ones where I'm like, it needs to be gone and dealt with immediately. I can't have this sort of this fight particularly. 2 4's nice. It's probably the only fight I would have done this on. Just because I know how dangerous that fight always is in every other build, and luckily with 1 potion we just annihilated it, so yeah, I'm happy to get out of that. Ooh, poison potion. And nothing worthwhile. Let's take a reroll while we can. Again, nothing else interesting. We'll take the Wavekeeper though, because why not have lots of blues in my inventory? We'll do this. We'll take the healing here, because we've got nothing else to worry about. And I think we're good to go, right? Nothing else needs upgrading. Nothing else is going to do any cool stuff. And cool. Let's fight. Let's fight. Okay. We'll save the potion for another turn. We're going to set this one up first so we get all my cool reroll stuff happening. We'll roll this one because an extra better dice is assuming more useful. Roll this one as well for the exact same thing. So we have other stuff we can do. Then we check that and that in there for more rerolls. That goes in there for more. I am defended, so we're all good on that front. Let's set this as an icy die. Roll that one. Do it again. Put that in there, and I guess we'll set up some decent defense for like future turns. And then carry on. Oh, I could have used my poison potion as well. You know, he's got nullify, so I'm like, what? That doesn't matter. I need to save it for when I can actually like use the weakness on them all or something like that. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway. Let us continue. Put that in there. And that goes in there. Roll the 1. Roll that 1. Roll that 3. Into a 5. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to do this now just to get rid of the nullify on it. And then we can still do this to kind of weaken everything else. Because this will have like double attack on it at some point and that'll be a problem. And I'd rather just like not deal with it. Let's roll this one up higher and see what we get. Cool. That and that. Put the damage down. I think we're good. I have a lot of ones. Now let's cast this. Another 6. We have a 5. 6 and 6. Get 2 more die back. Let's roll this to a higher value. That's great. Let's do the same here. 6 can go in there. That in there. That goes there. That goes there. Do it again. So now, we should one-shot these guys on repeat. I don't think there's anything I need to worry about. Because I roll so many die, I should be able to outscale with the Fury quite quickly anyway. Man, I have got like a really good run. I'm actually, you know, it's one of those moments where you think to yourself, like, am I good at the game? And then like a run like this happens where you feel like you got really lucky, and then it's like, yeah, but at the same time, like, I did pick out the stuff I needed to do to win. Right? I instantly noticed that, oh yeah, I should probably pick this up because it's probably the best thing I can do, right? But still, you tend to worry about it. I was worried about my defense, but I guess I had enough, in a way, right? Maybe that's kind of what I end up focusing too much on when I play certain runs, is I kind of over-rely on the defense mechanics to actually get where I need to be with certain stuff. So that ends up just causing more problems. You know? There we go. Man, that was easy. Good old Descent 11 now has been done as well. And Iron Titanium, defeat 3 bosses without taking damage. Nice achievement. Let's have a look at our summary for this run as well. Yeah, we got a good amount of shards, not really not amazing. Health loss is kept to a minimum as well. Yeah. I mean, we took a good amount of stuff that could have ruined us as well. I think the Curse Condemnation was really good as a pickup when we picked that up. Just accepting the curse and then picking up the, my relic for the Crooked Die when I got into the Eye of the Storm. That was such a good pickup and worked out really well because it just turned the curses into free scaling completely, so a downside became a positive for me pretty much. All I had to do is make sure I had enough die to be able to use everything. But yeah, really, really good run. Do like that. Do like that a lot. Man, loading times become an issue. Descent 12. Ooh. Another dangerous one. So yeah, I mean, that's Lapis and Hazel done. I guess we gotta try and do Descent 12 with one of these two guys, if we can do. I guess that's what it's gonna be. Yeah. I mean, if I have not done this, we'll see which one, say which one you probably prefer me to try and do, because I will try and do them, but yeah. I will admit, out of all the ones that I enjoy playing, and I'll do this little caveat with the game, because I've really enjoyed my time with it, like, completely, and I'm not sure, like, how much more content I can get out of it, but it's a really good game, and I recommend anyone, if you see it on sale or something like that, it's well worth the pickup. Even at full price, I recommend it, but, you know, sales are always good. I like Saphira. She has one of the most interesting mechanics with how she's built and everything else as well. But Hazel and Lapis are probably my two strongest ones, and there's only just that one Azar build that's now one of my favourite ones to play and is the strongest in my opinion, which is the Dice Destruction stuff. But yeah, they all have their good playstyles, and I think they're really well balanced around them. It's kind of really interesting. Yeah, again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.